Welcome you all, my dear students, in this educational program conducted by Joint School Family Rupandehi. Today is our second day. My dear students, in the first day or in the last class, we learned the lesson development. My dear student, development is a positive change occurring in our country, in our society, in our community. Yes, and you see, development is a continuous process. Yes, it goes on changing with the change of time, with the need of time and situation. Okay, my dear students, and development may be quick and sometimes development may be very slow. Okay, and this development may vary from place to place. I mean, the level of development is not same everywhere. Just I told you, yes, some places, some region, yes, we have smooth development, quick development, and in some places we have very slow development. And this development of the country, yes, depend upon the means and resources available in the country. It depends upon what is natural resources, human resources, and next what is financial resources, my dear student. And in this class today we are going to study, going to learn, yes, about these causes of rapid development and the causes of what is poor development. My dear student, let's see here. First point, availability of natural resources. Yes, just I told you, my dear student, development of the country, yes, depend upon the availability of natural resources. It means if the country has sufficient means and resources, then that country, yes, can make a quick progress. Okay, my dear student. And the next point, what is proper utilization of resources. Yes, again, if we are able to utilize such means and resources effectively, smoothly, and properly, yes, then we can make what is a rapid development. And the next one is fair and inclusive policy of the government. Yes, and the government policy should be fair. Yes, and the government should bring the policy based on what is inclusiveness. Samabesita, we say in the Pali, okay? It means it should include, yes, all the races of the people living in the country in every mechanism of the state. Okay? Remember here? Again, next point, what is hard-working, skilled, and energetic people. Yes? And for the development of the country, yes, the people of that country should be very hard-working, should be very laborious, and the people there should be skilled. They should have the knowledge about the different development activities, different development programs. Okay, my dear students. And the next point, what is stable, far-sighted, and transparent government. Yes, and the government should be stable, means lasting till its duration. Yes, my dear students, in every democratic country, the government lasted for 5 years. Yes, and this government should be stable, at least it should be lasted for 5 years. stable and far-sighted, and the leaders of that such political parties who form a government, yes, should be far-sighted, and the government should be transparent. Yes, it's the program and policies of the government should be very transparent. Okay, my dear students. Next, zero discriminations means there should not be any kinds of discrimination in the policy of the government. Means the government should bring the policy, yes, to behave equally to all the people, to all its citizens. Okay, my dear student. And next, people's participation in development work. Yes, and again you see, people participation is another important factors. Yes, it means the involvement of the people in the development work of the country, of the particular society. Yes, and if we have these people's participation, and our development work will be very quick, very fast, and very smooth, and durable. Yes, again next, development of necessary technology. You know, in the last class we learned that our society, I mean our country, our world community, yes, is in the modern society. Yes, we are in the modern society, and we are different countries of the world. Yes, they are using this latest technology for the development of the country, and this technology should be used very effectively so that, yes, the development activities will be very quick and very fast. Okay, next, what is application of sustainable concept of development? Okay, the country should bring the policy, or we can say the concept of sustainable development goals. Okay, and this sustainable development concept bring the development activities without hampering, without disturbing the natural resources, or without hampering the environment of the country, of the place. And this sustainable development, yes, the development activities of the country will be very durable and will be very effective. Okay, next, then we must have rule of law and good governance. My dear students, rule of law means ruling the administration of the country according to the set of law. Vidhi ko sasan, we say in the Pali. Yes, and you see, if we have good rules and regulations, yes, if we have rule of law, if effective rule of law, yes, and next, good governance, susasan means high quality government, good governing system. Yes, then if we have rule of law, and if there is we have good governance, yes, the government will be accountable. Yes, the government will be responsive. Yes, and then the development activities also will be very effective and very smooth. Okay, my dear student. Next, good topography, soil and favorable climate. Yes, and for the smooth development of the country, for the smooth development of the place, yes, there we must have good topography, yes, good land structure, yes, and we must have good soil, I mean fertile soil, yes, and we must have what is favorable climate, good, yes, so that the development activities will be very effective. Okay, my dear student. And next, let's see here the causes of poor development. Okay, in this heading Yes, let's see this heading, causes of poor development. Yes, first point is scarce means and resources. Means if there is the scarcity of means and resources, means if there is the shortage of means and resources, then the development activities will be very slow, will be very poor. Or next, just like I told you, the development of the country depends upon the availability of means and resources. Just now we learned, yes? So if we lack these means and resources, then we will have to remain, we will have to be very bad in the development process of the country. Okay? Next, improper utilization of resources. Yes? And this, if we are not able to utilize these means and resources very effectively, very smoothly, then we may not achieve the goal of development. Okay, my dear students. And the next point, what is bias and non-inclusive policy of government? Yes, if the government policy is biased, or if there is discrimination among the people living in the country, yes, or if the government of the country, yes, doesn't adopt this policy of inclusiveness, then there can be very slow in the development activities. Because if all people do not involve, yes, in every mechanism of the state, yes, then there can be lack in the development activities. Okay, because the more people participation we have, yes, the more development will be there. Okay, if we have more people participation, if the people, people get more rights, more freedoms, more equality, yes, then there can be very smooth development. Otherwise, poor development, my dear students. Remember here. Next, unstable government. Yes, unstable government means government form change before its duration, before its time, before its mature period. My dear students, according to the norms and values of democracy, yes, the government is formed for 5 years. Okay, so if the government change before the 5 years duration, I mean 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, yes, we experienced in the past before the people's movement too in our country, or before the promulgation of new constitution in our country. Yes, we also experienced this. Government were formed and changed. Yes, after 6 months, after 3 years, after 2 years, yes or no? So because of this also, this is very important factors that bring poor development in the country. If there is instability, and that means there will be instability in every sector. Okay, my dear students. And next, what is corruption in administration from grassroots level to higher level? Yes, main cause, yes, that bring poor development in the country is corruption, Bhrashtachar. Yes, in the countries. For example, we will take the example of Nepal. Yes, we are very poor in development, because of these corruption. Yes, there is corruption in our bureaucracy from bottom, from peon to our ministers. Yes, yes or no? So this corruption is another cause that bring poor development in the country. Okay, my dear students. Next, brain drain or loss of skilled human resource. Okay, brain drain means flowing or going out of the people, educated people from the country to other country. Yes, this is what we call brain drain. It means because of this brain drain, we lack skilled people, because skilled people, they are not living here, because here in Nepal, in our country, yes, they lack sufficient what is salary, good salary, they lack what is good facilities, okay, they lack the job of their choice, okay. So because of this, what do the people do? These skilled people do, they apply for the passport and they apply for the visa, and after getting visa, yes, they will fly to Europe. Yes, they are flying to Europe, they are flying to America, they are flying to different countries of the world. Yes, this is what we call brain drain. So because of these, yes, we have very poor development in our country. Okay, my dear students. And the next, conflict based on caste, creed and gender and so on. Okay, conflict, caste based conflict, religions based conflict, gender based conflict. Okay, if such conflict prevails in the country, yes, then definitely, yes, there will be very poor development or very slow development. Okay, my dear students. And the next, poor governance and discriminatory law. Yes, lack of good governance. Yes, lack of good governance, and because of this discriminatory law, means discrimination prevails in the country. Means there is discrimination among the races of people, discrimination people and the government. Government discriminates. I mean, no clear policy, no equal rights and freedoms. If such situation comes, then the development activities may become what is very slow. Okay, my dear students. And next one is, and the last point, it is difficult topography and extreme climate. Yes, development activities become very slow because of what is difficult land topography, difficult geographical structure. Yes, and this development activities also become slow because of extreme climate. Okay, just for example, in Karnali region, I mean in Himalayan region, yes, our development activities is very slow there, very zero development there. We have no development there. Okay, this is no transportation, no communication, no education, no infrastructure development. This is because of difficult land topography. Means we have rocky mountain, yes, tall mountain, yes, slopy mountain. Okay, because of this, it is very difficult to construct a road there. Yes, and it is very difficult to bring various development activities there in such areas. Okay, my dear students, I hope all of you have understood what I told you just now. So again, I would like to suggest my dear students to do the activities, and today in this class I am going to give you some activities. So I suggest my students to do their activities, I mean to do these questions, okay, for their proper understanding. Okay, so my dear students, I have selected some very short answer, very short questions. Okay, so here is the question for you. Yes, here is the question for you. Yes, the first question is, what is development? Okay, please take out your copy and write down these questions. Yes, what is development? Okay, have you seen? Okay, what is development? Yes, and the next questions, what does a society need to speed up the development process? Have you seen, my dear students? Have you written? What does a society need to speed up the development process? Have you got, my dear students? Again, the next question, question number 3. Differentiate between human resources and natural resources. Let me repeat once again. Differentiate between human resources and natural resources. Have you got? I hope you got this point. Next question number 4. How does financial resource influence the development of a nation? Let me repeat the question once again. How does financial resource influence the development of a nation? Write in a sentence. Okay, my dear students. How does financial resource influence the development of a nation? I am repeating the questions because there is disturb there outside because of vehicles. Okay, so let me read the question once again. How does a financial resource influence the development of a nation's? Question mark. Yes, write in a sentence. And the next questions. What are the stages of human development? Okay, my dear students. Once again, let me repeat. What are the stages of human development? Okay. Next question. How can we develop our country? Write in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, my dear students. Yes. How can we develop our country? Yes. Write in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay. Okay, my dear students. Yes. Next question is question number 7. Why is the level of development not same everywhere? Yes. Next, let me repeat once again. Why is the level of development not same everywhere? Okay, my dear students. And the last question. How does a country with honest, laborious and educated people develop? Okay, once again. How does a country with honest, laborious and educated people develop? Okay, my dear students. With this, I would like to conclude my class here and we will continue in the next class. Thank you and namaste.